What was that about? Oh, I don't know what happened. I was just talking. And talking. And all of a sudden the stream ended. What gives? I got a page to draw here. See, and oh, good. I still get a chat. Well, that's good. Because if I wasn't allowed to get people in here, I'd be pissed. Because in the past, it would only let me do one stream with a chat in a day. And it just kicked me out on its own. After, 38 minutes? Here, I'm going to copy the new link and send it to my buddies in case they want to come in. The new link and send it to me. Yeah. Shut up. Okay. Okay. I'll send it to just those guys. If they want to come in. If somebody wants to come in, I'd rather it be them. No offense. But if anybody else happens to come in, feel free to jump in the chat. I could always use something to talk about. And I got nothing. No, what was I talking about? Oh, I was talking about Planet Montana, which is where we are in the comic. Man, okay, so in the last video, in the 38-minute video before this one, I was talking about the kind of like backstory to this planet and what's going on, which we kind of find out throughout the book, and I feel like it's kind of interesting. So feel free to check out that video called "Art Takes a Holiday." I was not anticipating it just shutting the head down, but okay, so I was talking about Planet Montana. Why Planet Montana? So there's the alien on the back cover here. He's a character I made up a long time ago, and he wears a T-shirt that says Butte on it, Butte, which is something I did in a previous comic that I made, where there's this this kid is moving in from out of town. His dad wears a shirt that says Butte across the chest, which I thought was funny because it looks like butt. And so when I was designing this character, he's an alien, and I just thought it was like, oh, he's from out of town. So it, Butte is a funny way of kind of summing up he's from out of town. And the splotch of ink is from I did it way away from the page. I poured ink into my little inkwell and then closed the lid, and it sprayed ink all over my hand, and then got a little dot on the page too. I was like way over here. It makes me mad that it does that. It's only done that since I've started inking the book. I never had that problem before, and it does it just once in a while. Anyway, so yeah, it's just kind of a funny way of like indicating that he's from out of town. Because I didn't know when I designed him that I was going to do like I didn't know I was going to go into his planet and stuff like that, the history of his planet and everything, whatever. But But in this book, I actually gave a reason for why he wears the Butte shirt when he's from Planet Montana and he's not from like Montana, USA. Yeah. And I was pretty happy with it was simple, but I was pretty happy with how I explained the shirt. But I won't go into that on this stream. Okay, we got the leg of this chair. And then there's a drop shadow for part of this arm. We've got bottom of the chair, and then there's a drop shadow there too onto the ground because this part's a little raised. It's like the legs touch, but the rest of the base of the chair does not touch the ground. Okay. Maybe I should put the new link. On Facebook. What new stream? New stream link. Watch me ink my comic. Paste. Okay. And screw Twitter for this one. I'm sorry. I just can't let the show lay dead. I don't want to do that. Okay. And then, so he's got this stripe that we made up in the last video. I did a quick rough, I know I will draw this crown a million different ways if I don't have a solid model sheet for him. And I'll probably do one for these guards, because look, when I was inking him, I drew this arm and I was like, oh wait, they don't have these shoulder things in the other drawings. So I think I'm going to do it like straight, just like this. That'll be their uniforms throughout the book. And yeah, I don't think they show up a whole lot, but for as much as they do, I don't want to be drawing them a different way every time. So if you're wondering what brush I'm using Winsor & Newton Series 7 Finest Sable. It's a Kolinsky Sable, size number 2. I usually use 2, 3. They're about $24 on Amazon. I just ordered a couple more. The ink I'm using, it's just India ink. This is just Hobby Lobby brand Handy Art Black Velvet Waterproof India ink. I don't remember. Did I order more of that? Might have, but I don't think I did. And yeah. Now, when I've used just regular, like 12 packs of little inking brushes, or little tiny paint brushes like this size, when I've ordered like 12 packs of them, or bought 12 packs of them at Hobby Lobby or something, just like Finest, whatever, World's Finest or whatever their brand is, Master's Touch or something like that. I was using those brushes up until I started the book, and they work, but this is definitely a much nicer brush. You want to shell out for like a proper brush if you're going to be doing some ink work. And I would just practice using a brush all the time before I started inking this, by doing like, let's see, that bonehead I showed earlier was not a brush, but like I would do these, like I got these heavy duty index cards. They're like cardstock index cards, and I would just do a bunch of drawings of Bonehead and just ink them with a brush to get, some practice in. And look here, I watercolored one of them. Okay. So if you want to learn a brush, that how to use a brush, that's my recommendation. Just maybe get some index cards or something, or just find a sketchbook and just practice just do a bunch of little drawings and just practice, just, and you'll get the hang of it, because I'm fairly new to it, and so I did a bunch of practice right before I started the book. I mean, I've been using a brush on and off for, like, I want to say 3 years now. So I'm still brand new to it, and I just wanted this book to have like a more like arty feel to it or something. I wanted it to have like better line weights instead of like what I usually do when I use pens. There's like no, I tend not to have a great variety of line weights, and I just wanted this to look more like a comic, and I thought that would help it, I guess. I don't know. I thought it would like help my quality if I could figure out how to do a brush, to work with a brush. Also, I'm just always trying to, like, step up my game here and there. Okay. So there's going to be a drop under here, under this ledge. And then there's a drop behind this tapestry, because it's away from the wall, but it's shielding the wall from light. There we go. And I don't know what this window is to, but it's going to be black in there. I don't think it's to the outside. I think it's to another part of the castle. Who knows? Maybe there's a statue sitting in there or something. Okay, I need this like tighter. This point on my brush. So I wet it and I roll it until there's a point. I wet it in ink, that is. Let me be perfectly clear. I wet the brush in ink. Okay. Here's this little barber cutting his beard at the throne. See, he didn't realize he had a meeting today with Denton and Crux, who's just kind of barging in. That was so weird that it just ended the stream on me. I was like, did I hit something? No, I didn't hit anything. But it was saying that earlier, and it said this before too. It's like your connection is bad or something like that. But it'll continue. It'll continue like the counter, the time that I'm on. It'll keep counting underneath that message. So it's always weird to me whenever I see that pop up, and then it goes away. But maybe that has something to do with why it just ended abruptly. Bad internet. It's kind of rainy outside. Ow! Just hit my face on the camera. Ow! So at some point, I don't know when, I'm doing like a fantasy football draft today, whatever that means. Now, I've done fantasy football a few times now. I just like being a part of things. But I think the first time I did it, I was fairly good. And then other times I kind of didn't dedicate as much time to it. I would forget to look at it all the time. Feather in his cap. But yeah, fantasy football. I don't know a thing about football, but it like gives you stats, and it's like gambling on the stats basically, or something like that. Not that we're even playing for money, which is like, what's the point? So I don't know. I think I might try and get some side action with my roommate on as far as like betting some money on it. And then as long as I get to talk trash to my buddies, though, that'll make it worth it, no matter what. Okay, so I gotta get some white out on that dot. Here's this arm of the chair, of the throne. Okay. And this is going to have a tiny drop. And another tiny drop here. Oh, we're going to finish this page today. Even if it kicks me out again, even if I can't stream it, I am finishing this page today. So, let it be known. Okay, and then here's like a red carpet up to his throne. I'm going to make this a little less angular. Okay, so it looks a little more organic. I don't want to put that right in the corner. There we go. Okay, throne. Your red carpet. Okay. Okay. And let's get some ink. I think I did. Okay. And here's this guy's shoe. Move this more into the corner. It's got these like, whatever. It'll work. Like a little raised platform for the throne to sit on. Yeah. Ow! I keep putting this right up against my face. So if you like seeing videos of me hitting my face on a camera while I draw, like, share, subscribe. But especially share, because I can only reach so many people. Share the dang video, will you? I love you. Do what makes you feel good, but know that I would really appreciate it if you shared out the video. Let's see, does that work? I think so. What's going on there? Let's get this guard in. It's not a garden, it's a guard. Okay. All these guards kind of look the same, huh? That's what guards do. If they don't like it, they shouldn't have been guards. Maybe that's why they became guards. I mean, they didn't start looking the same after they became guards, right? Maybe if they wanted to be king, all they had to do was grow a beard. I wish I could grow a beard so I could become king. Well, laddie, too bad you can't. I know I can't. I'm growing a pretty rough beard right now, and it's only for laziness. For not wanting to shave every day. But it doesn't grow like up the sides of my face very well. Even though I'm in my 30s. I hear my roommate singing something. This drawing business, man. It's like, hey, these guards are all at the ready because this guy's just barging into the throne room, and he looks angry. But the king isn't too worried. This king, he's a very casual guy. He seems to just like be pretty content with everything in front of him. Flag hanging. Okay. And here's the wall behind him. Come on, brush. Stay with me. Half this show is me fighting with my brush and my lighting and my camera. The other half is me drawing and not talking. No, I talk plenty sometimes more than others. When I was ranting against Star Wars, that was a good one. Big bad Beetleborgs. Big bad Beetleborgs. Anyone remember that nonsense? So back when Power Rangers was a huge thing, there were all these knockoff Power Rangers. Here, before I get into that, let me go get a new cup of tea. Heat it up. I'm just gonna hit a button. So that's heating. I'm also gonna have to squeeze this tea bag out. Oh. Finish the last sip of that one. Okay, so yeah, back when Power Rangers was still huge. There were all these knockoffs emerging, and one of them was called Big Bad Beetleborgs. And I looked into it a while back because I was like remembering all this stuff about it, but I was like, there's that's a lot of stuff, and but no, it was just that muddled. So Big Bad Beetleborgs was like, now it's been a while since I looked into it, but it was like these kids. Oh, I don't even remember. It sounds stupid. It sounds stupid. It's like what coked up exec approved this? Like what kind of messed up team came up with this concept? It was like 3 kids stumbled into a haunted house with their comic books, and the ghost in the haunted house, who looked a lot like he was like Jay Leno, uh, Elvis ghost guy, gave them like Beetleborg powers. So it was like part, like, which I guess was something to do with their comic books. And so it was like comic book themed. It was uh, Power Rangers themed. It was haunted house themed. So there was a werewolf guy. I don't know, like a Dracula guy, and like a mummy guy, I think. And then the Jay Leno Elvis ghost guy, who's like a comedian. And they all lived in this haunted house, and that was like the base for these Beetleborgs for some reason. It was like, does that make any effing sense? And Beetleborgs on top of it, like Beetleborgs haunted house. You get it. You get it. I don't get it. It's like, all right, Fox kids, you. Yeah, let's see if you stick around a few more days. That was also about the time that there was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles live action series on Fox Kids, which I didn't see much of, but it didn't look that entertaining. Which reminds me, one of my favorite podcasts updated today. Which is called Slash Vision. At least I thought he said he was updating today. Yeah. Shows Slash Vision. Yeah. Ninja Turtles, Turtle Tunes, 1994. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is one of my all-time favorite things. But the video I'm reviewing today... Whoa, where'd it go? But the video I'm reviewing today is the absolute worst. Words cannot truly explain, but I'm going to try my best. I like this guy. He just reviews like old movies and shows and things like that that may have been forgotten. Let's see. Like kind of culty stuff from the 90s usually. And at the top of every month, he does something Ninja Turtles related usually. So the first episode is The Toxic Avenger. Then he does Ghoulies 2, Ghost Rider, which I remember from that knockoff Nickelodeon channel Noggin. Suburban Commando with Hulk Hogan. Stone Protectors. I remember Stone Protectors. I had a couple of the figures from Stone Protectors. They were crappy troll with gems that lit up when you pulled their arm. Encino Man, Bob Ross, Mortal Kombat 2021. Then he does Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad, Cyber with an S, Death Wish 3, Creepy Crawlers. I didn't know there was a Creepy Crawlers TV show, but there apparently was, and it's weird. Creepy Crawlers. Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead, Knight Rider 2000, the Sega Legacy. I guess he did an episode where he talks about the Sega Legacy, which I don't know. Video games aren't my thing. Unreleased Fantastic Four movie from 1994, which sounds funny to me. But like, I've listened to all these episodes. Kung Fury, he does. That it was a crowdfunded thing from 2015, I think. I just read on there. Let's see, can I do that without washing anything out? I need light. So, yeah, he just updated that today with a new Ninja Turtles episode. I was surprised he didn't do an episode last week. He usually updates like just about every Saturday, sometimes on Friday. But I like that show. He got me to watch Ghoulies 2, which I really liked, but it was not a good movie. But I think that was kind of his point. And I remember seeing the Toxic Avenger movie when I was a kid because I was really into the Toxic Crusaders, and my dad rented the Toxic Avenger for me, and yeah, not for kids. But my dad didn't let not for kids stop me from watching movies when I was a kid. I mean, it didn't subject me to anything like truly not for kids or anything, but like he wouldn't let, he didn't kind of shelter me overly much. Like I remember we would watch like scary movies all the time, things like Freddy Krueger and Chucky, and I remember my dad showed me the like we watched Nightmare on Elm Street 3, I think it was, and afterwards they had like a making of thing, or maybe he showed it to me before it. I forget. I think it was after though. And he's like, "Hey, you got to watch this." And it was like a making of featurette that they played alongside the movie, and it showed how they did all these like green screen stunts, like the video game stuff, like where the kid is bouncing around on, like he's in a video game or something, and they showed me how it was like platform, or it shows how like he's like standing on platforms and they're just raising him up and down and stuff on green screen. And I was like, oh, I get it. And then they kind of like make the movie around it. And then my dad was like, see, it's not so scary if you. And it's not like I was like overly scared of movies back then. I was kind of always into monsters and scary stuff, but when he showed me that, I was it like really like put me at ease. I was like maybe 5 or 6, and I was like, it's just like tricks. I get it. It was a nice. That was like a very helpful thing my dad did, was get me to watch that. I don't think I ever really had a problem with movies. I remember everyone was talking about how scary The Exorcist was when they did like the re-release of The Exorcist, and I remember we rented it, and I decided one night I was going to watch it, and I was like maybe 13 or something. And everybody was talking about how, dude, this is the scariest movie of all time, and they made it even scarier, and that's what everybody was talking like in 2001, I think. Um, that was the story in 2001. This was the scariest movie of all time, and they made it even scarier. And my dad had rented it, and I decided I was going to watch it, but there was no one around to watch it with me. It was like in my dark, haunted basement. I'm pretty sure that basement. I don't know. I don't know about haunted, but it was. There were some weird things that happened in that basement. And I was all alone and watched that movie all by myself for the first time. And remember it ended, and I was like, that was not so bad. I was expecting like to be like mental by the end of it. I was expecting to have my brain melted and never be able to speak again. I would just be a jabbering mental patient. And I was like, it's all right. And I went to bed. I'm gonna sidestep that corner. Okay. There are these like letters on here, but I want to make sure I'm consistent with those. I don't think I have too much to worry about. I'll probably just throw them down. Stream's still going. It's longer than the last one. He's waving his barber away here. Oh yeah, tea. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna pour myself a cup. Right outside this door. Okay, so I guess. Oh, dang it. Blowing the place off its hinges. Okay. So, I guess it's 8 p.m. that I'm doing a fantasy football draft with my buddies. I don't know what a football is, but I do things with my buddies. Okay. So that's his shoulder, I see. This guy's a busy man. He gets his beard trimmed at his throne. Mm-hmm. Am I even on screen? Barely. Okay. Knees. Boots. Kingly boots. Let's throw this down. And here's this armrest. Let's see. So this drop shadow, and this is all going to go to black. Okay. Maybe drop shadow under his arm here on this surface. Okay. Whoop, whoop. Whoop. Dang it. Ah, it's getting fuzzy on me. It's like, no. We'll do this later. Wouldn't it be funny if, like, all the cities on this planet were, like, coincidentally also Earth city names? Like Atlanta, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, Montana. Oh, who's here? Ryder. Why is there a Ryder truck right outside my house? I think it's some kind of delivery. Yeah, it looks like maybe an Amazon delivery or something, but I don't know who. I know some places they'll like just rent out Ryder trucks when their normal trucks are down. Maybe it's a UPS thing. It didn't look like Amazon. It didn't look like a Amazon guy. An Amazonian, if you will. I wonder. I'm expecting a comic related present in the mail one of these days. Maybe I'll go check, because if that was it, that would be good. I'll wait for that truck to go. He dropped something off. Because, yeah, I'm getting antsy. My thing should be coming anytime now. Somebody else got it. I'll just text. Anything for me? Okay. She's like, no, mind your own business. Dang it. Oh. No, it was her HelloFresh delivery. Okay. Well, maybe another day. I'll do an unboxing whenever I get it. Okay, I see. There we go. This guy has scissors. Half this book is about this barber. No, that's not true. I'm lying to you. These are the only 2 panels he's in, I'm pretty sure. I keep saying if I had a brain in my pretty little head, I would spend some time looking at Calvin and Hobbes and trying to mimic some of the drawings with this brush before inking a page. One of these days I'll do that. Let's see, we want to see the bottom and the right side. Yeah, it's right. Bottom and right. A little fuzzy. So, Labor Day, what's going on? Anything? Probably not. Not that I'm aware of. I have a few days off next week. A few days where, besides just inking this book a whole lot, I'm going to be hanging out with my roommate. I might. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. No, I'm skipping this whole panel. here. It's like just random bricks. Gee. It's like if I spill on the page, that's okay. Because this page ain't the boss of me. It goes back to what I was saying earlier. I don't know if it was this stream or the first one I started. It's like I don't want things to own me, so I don't try not to take stuff too seriously. Before I was talking about vices like cigars. Like cigars last night, and I was thinking, I have a cigar in my glove compartment. It would be a great night to smoke it, but I am taking a break from cigars because I would just smoke cigars all the time, and I don't. First of all, not the best thing for your health, but second of all, it's like I like to, if I can help it, because I don't want nothing in me. That's a good one to keep an eye on anyway. I think I should have. Yeah, see, I should have let that. I should have broken that line, not carried that through like that. I'll white it out. It's like it's very easy to get kind of consumed in like bitterness and anger, or just how much you like something. Like something I'm always kind of thinking about is, do I like, I don't know, is this good, is like, let me think, like, is my relationship with watching TV shows on Netflix, is that unhealthy? Probably, right? Maybe I need to step back from Netflix a little bit. My relationship with tea unhealthy? Maybe. Probably. That's the one I always call the acceptable vice, though, because I don't think it's particularly unhealthy. Maybe the caffeine is, right? But I don't take milk or sugar in it anymore. I just drink it straight black, and I don't know. It keeps me at the table, keeps me busy, and that's very good. It helps me to stay put and focus. So I call that the acceptable vice. But everything else, I try to watch like a hawk, because I always try to step back, I'm leery of hero worship. I'm leery of I don't know. I don't like feeling like I'm not in control of what I do or what I think. Mm. It's like, just because you like doing something doesn't mean it's good. You know, it also doesn't mean you need to do it at all. Like, I am a guy who gets obsessed with TV shows, if you couldn't tell. And definitely, like, They Might Be Giants music. I was like a huge collector of all these deep cut tracks and stuff, and I would just read the They Might Be Giants wiki all day, every day. That was like an obsessive kind of thing for many years for me. And I don't know. I'm a lot more casual now. Like, I keep tabs on what they're up to, but I'm a lot more casual about it now. And I think it's not good to be obsessive about stuff. And you really shouldn't distract yourself from doing your own thing. I really think more people should be trying to produce content rather than consume it all the time. Because, I mean, you're just living vicariously through other people, ultimately. Or, how did, I think, it's like I heard, Doug TenNapel, one point, he referred to like playing video games as like virtual accomplishments. That's something that I kind of agree with. Like, I'm not here to like fake accomplish stuff. Like, I like playing like a little bit of Crash Bandicoot here or there. I'm terrible at it though, so I video games just isn't my thing. Like, I like playing like old Mario games or something like that, or Donkey Kong Country. Those are very fun for me, but it's like I can't be bothered doing that for very long. And especially now, it's like I'd really rather do my own thing before long. I want to have something to show at the end of my day, and I'd really like to have like some finished projects to look back on in the next few years. That would make me much happier than watching a bunch of cartoons would. So I know I've talked about it on this channel before. I was talking about it with a friend of mine recently. It's like as much as I would love to just drink beer, watch cartoons, and hang out with my buddy all day. It's like, that's to quote Arrested Development, that's fleeting fun. It like this making this book, that's going to be a lasting accomplishment of mine. It may not be a masterpiece or anything. I don't know. But I will be prouder of myself having spent my days on this than I will, just screwing around. Like laughing my nights away with and this is hard work. I'm not like wee doing this. But this is more fulfilling. This is truer happiness for me, right? Does that make sense? So I always say, like, don't trust your emotions. Your emotions are liars. When you're outraged, when you're happy, when you're sad, these are not reflections of the facts. They're I don't trust my emotions, and I try not to let them dictate how I spend my time. Dare I brave it? I'm gonna get fine on it. Everything is fine. I'm gonna go straight black on his eyebrows here. My connection is unstable. Please wait. Okay. But the thing is, but let's see. That's the first time it ever kicked me out. But earlier today was the first time it kicked me out. So maybe I got nothing to worry about. So yeah, and I'm not trying to so much people who like playing video games, but I mean my roommate's down there playing Grand Theft Auto right now. You know, he comes home from work, wants to play some video games. Not everyone's as go as me. Hell, I've only had this get up and go for 3 years. I know a lot of artists get into this rut where it's like they don't want to finish projects. They can't finish projects. They always have like a million excuses stopping them. And that was me too. I know I'll finish this book. It's going to be like another 7 or 8 months is my prediction, my prediction. But then I want to color it and everything. So I think I am gonna do the like, I'll break it into issues and release black and white little floppies somehow, somewhere as I go. Like the first one's gonna be this Denton Crux backstory, part of the backstory, because this is the longest one, but it's the first 22 pages of the book are this kind of like backstory, and then we get into our main character. But what was I saying? I don't know. I know I was talking about, yeah, like not everybody has this get up and go, but I would like to make a case for the get up and go to my and I think if it really is, I don't know, networks, whatever you're working on, networks, studios, and your work will speak for itself. Or maybe you'll just find your own audience, on social media or on your website somehow, on YouTube. Just, be your own boss. Earn your own income. You don't need them. I mean, this is the age of you don't need them. Look, I have my own comic book inking show. Could have their own comic book inking show. I'm just some wannabe over here. But I want everybody to be a wannabe. I want everybody making their stuff. Because I put it off for years and years. I thought I had to get a job at Cartoon Network. I thought I was going to get a job at Cartoon Network for a while. Like, I literally thought somebody was going to hand me the keys and say, here, you're in charge of making a show. I thought I had that interview. And, nope. They just disappeared. So, like, do I move out to Burbank and try to sell myself to people who really don't care about my well-being? I mean, I don't know. I stopped applying for art jobs a while back because I realized I don't make anybody else's art. I want to make my art. It's like, if I'm making somebody else's art, it's not good enough. It has nothing to do with me. And that pretty much would include working at Cartoon Network, my own property, or not my own property, but my own idea. Because then I'm doing some, I mean, that would be a very welcome thing still, of course, but work on my, it's still not me exactly telling my, well, sure, I don't know, we'll see. But right now, I'm willing to bet on myself. I think I can pull something off by myself. I mean, I'll pitch this book around, but it's like, I'm not gonna say, sure, we'll pay you to make it before I make it. It's like, I don't have time to find someone interested in my work. I don't have the patience anymore. It was like, since high school, I was like, someday I'll make my comic. Someday I'll make my animated series. Someday I'll do this. Someday I'll do that. And it's like, well, I'm in my 30s now. When is someday? It's like, if you're honest with yourself, it's like, what are you waiting for? No one's going to put the pen in your hand and write. No one's going to put the brush in your hand and draw. No one's going to... Like, frankly, nobody wants to pay you. Right? They're not just looking for an excuse to pay you. So you got to prove yourself. I don't know. Just do the thing. Just make it happen, and see if it's something worth caring about. And then maybe you'll get somewhere. Oops, hit the camera again. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm always doing that. Troubles may hem you in, but you must not give into. Gordon Gano of the Violent Femmes has this wonderful album called Hitting the Ground. He's got a bunch of guest artists working with him, including They Might Be Giants on one of the tracks. He's got oh, it's just top to bottom a wonderful album. There's two songs that really get me pumped to work, and they're really good motivators. And I think they're back to back on the album. There's one that's called "Make It Happen," and then the other one that I was just singing is called "Don't Pretend." And yeah, there's a bunch of guests on that album. So They Might Be Giants. On one track, there's Frank Black of the Pixies, and Lou Reed. There's who else? I think it's the chick from PJ Harvey. Is that the name? Some band my sister likes, and she sings the title track. And then there's a I love Gordon Green. I didn't know he was like a devout Baptist, but it makes me appreciate the music, like the Violent Femmes, a whole lot more. Violent Femmes are amazing. What do I have to do? Oh, tell me now, what do I have to do? What do I have to prove my love to you? From helping, be without. Dang, I wish one of my layabout friends would happen. I'm running out of things to say. Let's see if Liam wants to jump in. Bro, let's see. You free? Wanna in the chat on YouTube? I gotta. Oh, it's not. It doesn't have the link anymore. Now I covered up the chat because I plugged my phone in and it popped up the message that my phone was plugged in or whatever. How long have we been going? Almost 2 hours, which means I have been going for about 2 hours. I think over 2 hours now. Okay. I gotta do this stupid tower out here. Dumb tower. Should have made a book about like more invisible stuff. Oh, I didn't even do my backwards theme thing today. I mean, I did think about it, and then I totally forgot. So this tower, it's all wrapped in cords, and they've got this orb. It's kind of like powering the whole kingdom. Space orb. Typical space orb stuff. Okay. Oof. I'm gonna do that. Multiliner. Copic Multiliner. Drawing my comic every day. It's magic. I set you down for 2 seconds. Simultaneous stream to there's that unstable connection. Something's going on with the internet today. Yeah, see, and then it goes away. So I don't know. I was just on Facebook recently. What was I doing? Because I was doing live streams on Facebook originally, and I had no problem logging in. But it keeps telling me it does not recognize my account, or like my email is not recognized or something. Then when I try my phone, it's trying to pull up like whoever had this number before me, clearly, and it's like all messed up. So I don't know. So I can't do that. I can't stream to Facebook at all. That means, I mean, I can do it from my phone, but I won't. I don't know. What do I have to do? What do I have to do? Yappy dog out there. My hair's falling out on the page. Big whoop. Who needs it? Okay. Oh, I didn't do this hand? Oh, baby. Rookie mistake. You always draw that hand. Pardon me, that was my chair. Sure. Throw this whole back of the throne to black. Right? That makes sense. Maybe I'll do a... Yeah, I think that works. A little subtle on the screen, but yeah. It's subtle in general, honestly. But also I'm going to take this and I'm going to throw another brick in here. I just don't want it to get too muddy. Yeah. Okay, we like that. Let's not noodle away too much. Oh, I wish I had this. Let me go. I'm going to grab the script real quick because I think there's a funny line here. Also, I need to have this script on me or nearby, you know. See. Whoa. Okay, so yeah, he's like, Denton Crux. What did he say? You caught me. Welcome, gentlemen. You've caught me as I'm still freshening up. You'll forgive me if I'm rather disheveled. Okay, I think that's what he's saying there and there. Then he goes, please, I'm wearing a suit filled with my own pee. Your appearance is the last thing on my mind. I think I'm going to have to, when I scan these pages in, I think I'm going to have to do this a lot because I didn't leave enough room for dialogue in a lot of places. And I think I'm going to have to like go in, shrink the art, and, you know, kind of maybe add a little bit digitally. And I think I'm going to have to do that on this panel. And then he goes, yeah. He goes, I see. Okay, so where did I put the first page? The first two pages of the script. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I've been meaning to get that script into the room. So I keep forgetting. Oh, let me do the this little fake language here. Dang it. Maybe I should do that with the pen here. I want that to stay in the background, you know what I mean? And I want it to be clean and not muddy. Here's this. So one of those. Done something simpler there. Because you want clarity, you don't want this mess. It's not clear enough. Like puzzling out what a gesture, what gesture is going on or something. You want them to be like immersed in the story. You don't want to get your audience confused and sidetracked. Ooh. Wait. Okay. Yeah, the reason I need the script in the room with me is because, I might forget the intent behind the behind any given panel. And I really want to have it on hand by my side so I can kind of correct any weird imagery or something before I finalize it. Something that doesn't quite sync up with what I'm going for. My buddy Zach, who's been on the show, he when I sent the first link, he goes, "Woo!" And when I sent the second one, he goes, "Yay!" But he ain't jumping in here. That's okay. He's done that plenty. What do I have to do? I should check in on his dang YouTube channel. Why didn't I follow him? This is requiring it. I'll have to find his channel. I'll have to link to him somewhere. Probably in this video, since I'm talking about it. I've been continuing to link to my my buddies Kat and Chris out in Sacramento. for my buddy Chris's music, and also my friend Kat, accessories and things like that. She does a lot of keychains and earrings, and she is one of my oldest, dearest friends, and she's like helping me figure out how to get a business going out of my art, because she's been selling her art on Etsy for dang near, I think it's like 16 years. 2006. It's been 15 years. And she's making a solid go at it, I would say. Proud of her. She's one of my friends who kind of never kind of never gave herself another option. She started her business like right out of high school. She graduated, and kind of single-mindedly dove in. She's had other jobs and stuff to supplement it, but over the years, but she made it work. She kind of single-mindedly made it happen, and I've always admired that about her. And it was like, when I was in high school, I didn't even get what she was doing. You know, I was like, because she kind of like uses a lot of found art, kind of like vintage stuff is kind of her flair on things. And it was like, in high school, I did not understand, and I totally love the stuff she makes. And so do other people. She sells a lot of it. It's like, if she took any advice I would have given her back in 2006, she wouldn't she wouldn't have her business right now. She used to make all these. She used to do a lot of screen printing. Like, she bought her own screen print. What do you call them? I don't know, the screen print thing. Uh, she bought her own in like two laser cuts all this jewelry, and she's nuts. She's a production beast. I'm jealous. I want to be just like her when I grow up. And I remember in college one summer, we weren't taking summer classes or anything, but we both signed up for a printmaking class at our community college, and we just paid out of pocket. It's like $300 to take just some random printmaking class. Oh, and it was a blast. I've worn some shirts that I made that year in that class. I've worn them on this show. Fix that a little bit. Oof, it's getting fuzzy on me. There we go. Come on, buddy. We're partners here. Brush. Oof. Hands. Jack up these bristles. It's getting gummy. It always does around hour and a half, 2 hours. It might do me well to rinse out this brush. But I'll try and muscle through it for now. Okay, that looks like a point, but I got ink on my hand. Okay. I gotta dry it before I can go back to the page because I accidentally dragged something across it. Oof. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna take a moment to wash this brush out real quick. So I'm gonna put a little piece of music on. Embarrassing days as a youth. I'm gonna put on. Let's see. Here's some crummy thing I made. It's called. No, I thought that was longer. I'm just gonna put on. What was I thinking? Oh, I know. Okay. Let me make sure. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna rinse my brush out. Whoa! Almost hit the end stream button. Okay. think you could even hear that. It's okay, I'm back. I wasn't gone nearly as long as I thought I would be. I'm just painting my pants with trying to brush off. Okay, this will be better. Yeah. Okay. I'll dry my hand off too. Yeah, now we're cooking with lard. Yeah, I think in the description I'm gonna put like a big old list of friends of the show links. And I'll put my brother in there with his music. I'll put my friends Kat and Chris in there. I'll put Zach in there. He's got a YouTube channel. I think he is. I'm dancing very slowly around this tongue. Okay. Dang it. Son of a gun. I don't know why my parents are getting back from Mexico. Maybe they are back. I forget how long we were sending them out. Also, I don't even remember how long it's been since they left. Time is but a dream. Oh, there's a hand here. Am I on screen? That was a pretty decent circle. I wasn't quite following the one I threw down. I think I pulled it off. Oops. Things get kind of warped in these globes. Darn. The brush is all like hairy and strung out already. See, because I think part of it is like the ink that I've poured has gotten a little gummy too. So I think it kind of makes things harder as the page goes on. I was saying on a show recently, I think there's got to be something out there that kind of solves that problem, like some product that you can get to keep your ink from going glue kind of properly on you. I just haven't looked into it. I would imagine there's got to be something. I don't know if I've been drawing on screen. I have the worst habit. I could even just move the camera. Okay, I think I was, but I'm just gonna move the camera. Oh, Mother Mercy. Okay. Suckified. Okay, and then I think I want to do like bend it. Okay. How's that look? The thing that entertains me about the fact that Gordon Gano is is allegedly, I don't want to say allegedly, is a devout Baptist. Is because their songs get so dark. It's like I first I always like religious artists who make good content. That always makes me happy because like I feel like there's this inclination for religious artists to make kind of crappy product. And there's no reason for that. There's no reason for that. In fact, I think it harms religion to put out crappy product. Weak product. Weak, non-fun, ugly product. It hurts. It hurts religion. So I think culture would be more religious if presented in culture. Does that make sense? And I was already a huge fan of Violent Femmes for a long time. I didn't dig too deep into their music, but I did have a bunch of it without having too many albums. I had like a best, or I had like a, what is it? It's called Permanent Record or something. It's like a collection. And I was aware of a handful of other songs. And it was like I'd never heard a song of theirs that I didn't like. And then it was like a few years ago, I was going to see them, and I started digging into their music a bit more. And dude, they're so good. But then I read an interview about Gordon Gano and found that out, and I was like, dude, that makes me like you even more because I don't know. It's like the contrast between, you know, the values and the art. Like you're still a human being if you're religious, right? So why would you water down your your product to be like just uninteresting garbage? I don't know. I was like, go you. That makes me happy. And there are some dark Violent Femmes songs. There's one called Big Car off of one of my favorite albums that they put out recently. That album is We Can Do Anything. And yeah, one of the last tracks is called Big Car. It's terrible. And one of my other favorite albums is Hallowed Ground. And that's got Country Death Song. Dark, evil songs. But then it's also, I'm pretty sure that's also the album with Jesus Walking on the Water. Which, before I realized that, I just thought it was a good song they had. Like a nice song that happened to be about Jesus. And no, dude, I really, like, I'll put that song on all the dang time just because it's a real fun song. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Okay, is this as good as glue? Yeah, I think I need to pour a tiny bit more ink. I think what was left is kind of like more or less solid. I'm gonna trash my page. Ow! What kind of moron puts a camera right there? Okay, I'm screwing this crown. F that. Be more like. What time is it? 4. Heading toward 4:30. Mm-hmm. We got some kind of gems here or something that I'm drawing way too thick. That's cute. Mistakes, I mean. I'm a real cutie that way. Okay. Okay, let's get these bug eyes thrown down. So these kind of classic bug-eyed, green, round-headed aliens with the 3 fingers, right? Like, I didn't make that up. That's a pretty standard alien. What are they? What are they? They're not. I mean, this guy looks kind of a mammalian, right? He's got a beard. But I made that. That was my. That was my unscientific contribution to the aliens. But what are they supposed to be? Like, do they lay eggs? What kind of creature is this? Are they lizards? Are they reptiles? Are they amphibious? Come on, sucker. I need a point. They're birds. They're birds. Just trust me, they're birds. I'll explain it to you when you're older. I see. I'm wearing a suit filled with my own pee. Do astronauts still do that? Is that really necessary? Have there been technological advancements in astronaut spacesuits where they don't have to pee in their suit anymore? They probably want to, though, right? Why wouldn't they want to? I mean, I'm not talking about just like for fun. I mean, they're not going to teleport it. I'm going to go heat up the tea again. I think I got enough water for one more cup of tea in my pot. That's got to be cleaned up. It's too thick, too ruddy. What am I looking at? So he's got. So there's going to be some kind of like alien language. Here, get a pencil. I just don't know what it said. What I think that's what I. There's symbols that I'm pretty sure I drew on another page. It ends there. That I don't want to accidentally draw the wrong symbols. Okay. Let me. But still, there's an extra line there, isn't there? Oh, I see. This is the shadow behind the chair. Okay, I was like, there's too many lines here. This is behind the chair. Behind the chair. It's like a VH1 special on the King. Hmm. This brush keeps busting up. Darn. That's probably better, actually. I've still got a blob on here that I gotta fix now. Okay. Okay. And then that. Oops. Oops. That's my catchphrase on this channel. Oops. Or I'll do it that way. Let's see. After this stream, I gotta do a sketchbook drawing. I gotta do some cooking. And I gotta do. What else? Oh, the draft. Yeah. Fantasy football draft. And I haven't looked more into Etsy yet. I gotta start rooting around on there. I was looking at some of the stuff my friend Kat sent me, but not as much as I meant to. Mamma mia! Over here. Okay, let me see if that tea's ready. Yum. Let's see if I got anything to say for themselves. Nope. Okay, we're gonna nick up this chair somehow. Oof. Need a fine point. That's mighty fine, just fine. Let's throw in his wood, I guess. Oh, my cousin just sent me his new phone number. Okay. I'll allow it. It's okay. My cousin just became a tattoo artist this past year at Atmosphere Tattoo Place. I was just talking about how much I don't like tattoos a few episodes ago. No, I mean, they're not illegal. I don't care if other people get tattoos. I was just talking trash about them the other day. But no, my cousin, he became a tattoo artist this year, which is kind of a big deal. I'm glad he's making money off art. And also I don't know if he was always considering a tattoo artist, but if he wasn't, I mean, that's totally what he should be doing. He's an amazing artist. I should maybe link to his stuff on Instagram. At some point. He's the cousin that took me to see the Avengers, which I liked. I saw the first Avengers in theaters. Then I never watched another Marvel movie again and decided I didn't like the Marvel movies. But I did like that one. I think I even said that in my rant about them in that same video where I was just trash talking stuff. I did like that movie, and I liked Into the Spider-Verse enough, but those are the only Marvel movies I've seen, and I have no interest in seeing another one. Anyway, so, but he's also the guy that took me to meet John Crispolucci, which was a big deal for me. And John Crispolucci was very kind to me, and walked away from the table at one point and just started talking. Like we talked for like 10 minutes. Then he went to get something and came back and talked to me again for like another 10 minutes, and then sat down and started signing autographs and stuff. And then I got up to him at the table and we talked forever again. And he was very kind to me. He was very, very, very nice man. Like, I'm sure I was the envy of that line that day. This was back in 2009, something like that. A little after high school. La la. For someone who hates Star Wars, I do a decent R2D2. I don't even know what I'm doing now. I was going to go into more R2D2 noises, but those ones didn't seem to work as well. So I think I'm going to wrap this page up, and then maybe I'll try and come on again later and start a new page. Maybe it depends on what I can pull off today, because I do have other stuff I need to take care of. Here, I'll do this part. So just this kind of like lava lamp blob in the middle of this orb. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, then go back to the old. This is a Copic Multiliner 0.1 size. Came in a pack like that. Bought it at Hobby Lobby for apparently $20 for 4 pens. It would probably be way cheaper on Amazon if it's anything like my Prismacolor markers, which I found out I was paying like double what Dick Blick charges online at Hobby Lobby for many years. I was paying like twice the price of what I can get them at Dick Blick. Just saying. Okay. Excuse me. I just exploded. Mm. Okay. I think that's a good place. 3 hours in. We'll call it there. Get out of my face. Okay, oh, go away. No light allowed. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do, if I can, I'll try and do another stream where I start. Not this page. But rather some other page. They're probably buried. Right. Well, yeah. I'll maybe start this page. It's like he gets into an argument with the king about whatever little deal they had. He thought he was going to just be able to pinch this orb, but the king isn't willing to give it up. Okay. So, if I don't come back tonight, just know I'm still drawing, not the book. But or maybe I'll be touching up pages that I've already done, or something like that, or I'll be doing my sketchbook drawing. But here's something. I'm going to be drawing the rest of the day, but if I don't come back on and stream some inking, I just saw something I want to add before I forget. If I don't come back and ink today, I'll be back tomorrow morning. Just want to add some weight under this arm here. That works. Okay, that's better. So, thanks for checking out my videos. Thanks for being here. Please, if you like this kind of thing, share it around. I'm only one guy with only one tiny following. So, trying to make a name for myself, trying to put myself out there, trying to find people interested in this gig I've got going on where I'm inking my first graphic novel live on stage in front of people. So please let people know. I'm showing how I'm figuring it out, and if kids are interested in making comics, or like getting their projects made, finished, that's what we're about figuring out here. So yeah, send them my way. Maybe I can give them some kind of advice. And I am always welcoming people in the chat because I really need stuff to talk about. What else? Maybe someday I'll get an opportunity to figure out how to get other people on screen with me, and yeah, that'd be cool. So anyway, there. I'll see you either later tonight or tomorrow morning. And yeah, so keep watching this channel. I'll be here every day. Yeah. Okay. Goodbye. I love you.